Music is on. Music is on. And start recording as well. It should be back online in a minute.
Okay, live.
That's the old one.
That's the old one.
Here we go, guys.
Make sure you mute it, yeah?
Let's see it first. This is the first.
Alright. We're live, yeah?
Yeah, we should be live.
Lacking.
Is it lagging?
Yeah.
How much? Oh, you mean it's behind?
Yeah, behind.
It's buffered, I see. That's okay.
So
That's okay. As long as we
Online, everything is online. Let me check.
see if it's connecting to the previous stream or the new one.
I don't think it is.
So what's happening with the stream?
I have no idea.
No, I don't think it is.
No, it still says 5 minutes. Oh, it says live.
Good. Okay, this new technology is great and all. I'm just gonna start talking about.
Yeah, hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. So we're gonna wait for some people to come through. What we are going to talk about today is just we're gonna review the week, what happened in the markets, and we also got new members coming through. I want you guys to understand that you're welcome here, and if you have any questions, we're always here for you. We're gonna have these streams every week, sometimes a few times a week, depending if there's some events, but you know, come through. Even if you're not a member of Breakfree Trading, just come through, ask questions. If you always wondered what was this Breakfree Trading thing and you don't know, like, why are we talking about it all the time, maybe today's the time to ask, right?
It's a good time to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, to those who don't know, on my left side of my screen I have MetaTrader open, and it was kind of rough leading into this week, if we're honest about it, because last week we had a couple of trades on different forex pairs that actually was stopped out just because of abnormal events, which happens in the market sometimes. So this week, this account was actually down to when I picked it up Monday, it was at $6,900. That's how much it was down. And now it's first day, and we actually had a great week here.
Wait, how much did you start with?
This account was 7.5k.
7.5.
And then it was down to equity-wise, not realized results, but equity-wise, it was down to 6,900. And now I have successfully brought it back to life with my own hands. You know.
Yeah, you just.
There was a bunch of AUD trades, AUD USD, which was we were in a short position and then managed to get out of break even on that because there will be a better chance to short this. And it's actually the same story right now with AUD JPY, which is the only thing really dragging down this account. But even with AUD JPY still looking good because we got some beautiful shorts on New Zealand Swiss franc. And this is AUD JPY, and what you can see is that we originally shorted down here, and we're actually looking to get a short entry up here now. So we're just waiting for this to come back down. I think there's a very real chance this will come back down around here, and then we'll be able to short it from up here, and then we'll take a deep dive. And that's what I think. So account looking good. Those who followed along with this should have made some decent money. We already closed out CAD CHF, which was looks like this trade. I saw it Monday and I was like, that's a good trade. And
yeah, thanks guys that tuning in. Hey Tom.
And
yeah,
this was a great trade to take. Like, we got a great long position in on CAD CHF. This trade was completed in, let's see, what's that? That's 3 days pretty much. So sometimes the trades are short, sometimes they're 1 day, sometimes they're 2 days, sometimes they're 4 days, sometimes they're 2 weeks. For the most part, the average trade is about five days on average. At least that's what I'm seeing. Let's see here. Okay. So obviously we want to keep this up, and the idea is to turn this current account. You know, what I do is I like to take my trading accounts, take them to a certain level, and then restart it. Just start over, just like a machine, just milking out that money, right? So this is 7.5k. This should be able to be turned into probably 20k by the end of the year, in my opinion.
20k.
I think so.
How much is that gain per month?
gain per month. Well, we
Yeah.
got, what do we have? 2 months left?
2 months left. Yeah.
2 months, 1 week left, right? So it's about 9 weeks. 9 weeks compounding 10% a week. We already compounded 10% this week because we were down. And now we are up. So those who cannot reach that 10% a week, it's not that crazy to go for 10% a week. It's really not. Like it takes one trade, one 5% trade to succeed, and you hit that goal.
Yeah,
And
10% is.
So
nothing.
assuming you do 3 trades, you lose one of them, and the 2 others will win, which is a very fair ratio. You should be fine. And let's just see here. Hang on, I'm just checking.
Is there a way to sync those comments? I'm not getting them. I mean, I can check on my phone. But,
Not getting them?
settings.
I don't know. I don't know how it works, but just watch the comments then. It's really about mentality when it comes to this. Like it's for a lot of people, it's it's tough losing money, and it's really a mindset thing you have to change in your head, like how you work with capital in your head. So it just doesn't work that you're thinking about losing money like that. Hang on, 1 sec. So if you wanna think about losing money, the way you have to think about it is opportunity cost. You have to think about how much money is it going to cost me to make money. It's kind of like running a business. If you're a bakery, well then you need to buy eggs, flour, and sugar to make bagels or whatever, and sell that for a profit. The same way in trading, you have to you have to lose some capital on some opportunities that's not going to work out. And we know for a fact some of them is just not going to work out, and it's going to be around 30%. That's roughly the percentage that it's not going to work out. So you just have to have that mindset from the very beginning that yes, I'm going to lose money, but that is money I'm paying to make more money. Once you grasp this mindset, it's much easier for you to recover from a week like whatever happened with Brexit. It's the same for me. I started with this account last week, and by the end of the week it was down $600. And of course I would like that to be 8K instead end of the week, right?
But we just think in terms of probabilities, right?
Probabilities.
If it's we know that we have an edge, we know that we have an algorithm that is statistically giving us winning trades,
Exactly.
right? And then that loss, all you have to do is you have to just go on to the next week and execute the strategy, and probably you're going to be in profit, and then just keep going. There's going to be one loss maybe along the way. Just forget it. Just keep going with the same strategy, and you're going to grow the account. So it's a mindset thing.
It's a mindset thing.
Take some time, but guys, if you need help, we're gonna release this content, and make sure we install this in your brain,
Yeah.
right? So you're not reactive.
We're here to talk to you. I'm here to talk to you. Trisha's here to talk to you. If you need help, just reach out to us. We'll more than willing to talk with you guys. So what's on the agenda, Anton? What we're gonna?
I would love to talk about first of all. So we got Trisha. Trisha, can you come for a second?
Yes, I can come for a second.
Yeah, guys. So Trisha just joined our team.
Hi guys.
Say hi.
My
Yeah.
name is Trisha.
Cool. So Trisha, you probably saw her. Some of the she probably sent out some messages to you. If you're new to Breakfree Trading, if you joined the group, Trisha probably contacted you through the email that you registered your free account with, and you can also maybe see her messaging you on Facebook. So just check your requests. Request folder and check your emails to make sure you respond to her, because she's going to be the one that's going to review your trades. And
I have spent a long time with Trisha making sure she can do a lot of the things I was doing before, because I'm really starting to get busy with my schedule. So it's very important that someone to make sure that can help you with trades. That's her job.
Yes.
That's all. Thanks, Trisha.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you.
thank you. All right, so yeah, and if you have any questions, just pop them in the comment box and we're gonna respond live. And if you have any questions whatsoever, we're gonna address them straight away. Let's talk about the future plans. Yeah, what we're planning.
Well, at this pace, guys, what we're looking for is like before we can develop further on the current algorithm, we need to take it somewhere else than TradingView, because the problem with TradingView is that we simply cannot do further advanced calculations on the server. They will not allow us. So we need a new partner, and we've been looking at that, and we decided that it's best for us to build our own platform. It's best for us to make sure we can scale the way we want to scale, and we have some very exciting things we're planning out, which will right now we're using a bunch of different things. We have MetaTrader, you have your broker, you have TradingView, you have a bunch of different things on different platforms. What we want to do is we want to take it all, combine it in one, so it'll be much easier for you to just work on one platform, and that's for us. Also, there's a lot of people who want to work with us, who want to trade with the algorithm, but just simply can't afford it, and we want to give them an opportunity as well to work with us. So what's the idea for the new platform is that we'll be able to take, even if you can't, if you're not in a position yet to trade, and you the best thing for you to do is go have a job, save up money so you can come back and start an account. But until you have that money, you still want to improve, of course. So the idea is that you'll be able to trade on our platform and learn trading the right way, and therefore be able to eventually down the line trade with the trading algorithm we can provide you. And
So do you think that the people going to sign up for a platform, if they cannot afford to trade with real money, but they really want to learn the system, they'll be able to sign up for free and trade with demo money without, like, for free, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the
good.
idea. We wanna give everyone the opportunity, because we're really about, like, a lot of people don't grasp this, like, what it is we're doing, why we're doing this, why are we giving access to a trading algorithm. Like 90% of the times when you hear this, it's a scam. It is. But you can go back and watch my videos from Monday. You can see how you can see all the trading calls that the algorithm has put out for the past 2 months. There's nothing about that's a scam. It's legit. Trade by it and you will make money. There's nothing about that. So why are we doing this? Well, as secret and good as the algorithm is, it's really about the trading style. It's about how you're trading. Once you stop doing all this stupid stuff that most people do in trading, like trading low time frames, or just really engaging in something you have no idea what to do in specific situations, and you basically absorb the framework we have developed for you. Once you do that, that's when you're going to start to see results, and that is what we want to do for you, because every day new people come to the market. We call them, us traders, we call them fresh blood, because they provide blood to us, basically. Us traders that have been trading for a long time, they're basically there to give us liquidity. And it's a very high, what should I say, churn rate. Like 85% of people lose all their money in the first 3 months, and then a new batch comes in, and a new batch comes in.
In simple terms, guys, so there are experienced traders, and there's everyone else that just heard about trading, that just starting out, or traders that are not successful, right? They don't have a strategy. So the experienced traders, they have a strategy, they execute it flawlessly every week, they make money every week, right? And it's consistent. That's their main job, right? This is their main source of income, and they figured out a way that every time a newbie comes to the market, every mistake of a person that doesn't know how to trade is our win, because trading, it's a game. If someone wins, someone loses on the other side.
Every time. That's
so
all. And it's just we just know, and we know based on the statistics provided to us from ESMA, for example. We just know people lose money, and there's a lot of people talk about trading, a lot of people love it, and a lot of people really want to do it for future. And that's why, as soon as they save up like $1,000, maybe $5,000, for some people it's $10,000, for some people it's $100,000. The common denominator for all of these people who save up money to start trading is that they fucking lose it. So what is we want to do is we want to give people a chance to actually make money without getting wrecked over and over, because that's what happens. It's like going to school and that bully shows up and just beats you up and steal your lunch money every time, and this is happening every single day.
But I understand the appeal of trading, like because it's
sexy.
you can do it on your phone, you can do it anywhere you want, on the beach, on the way to school, whatever, right? It's appealing, but if you don't have a strategy, it's gambling.
Absolutely.
Right, so, and actually even worse than gambling, I think, because you can just lose all your money with one click.
There's no stop. There's no stopping from financial ruin when it comes to trading. There's no one to stop you there. So it's an unfair game designed to make you poor. But there's a way to beat it. The way to beat it is trading like a robot, and that's what we want to teach you. This is what we want to show.
So what is trading like a robot for those people that just come to the stream for the first time? They don't know what we're doing.
Right.
Just show them the old way of trading and show them the Breakfree trading way of trading.
Sure. Okay.
So just in a quick, quick 2 minutes intro.
So over here, I have trading open. This is Bitcoin, for example, because I'm watching Bitcoin right now. And what you're doing is that you're putting a bunch of different factors together to really find a way where you want to buy something. And it looks like this when you start it. Like I will just go find something. Let's see. Let's have a look at Apple. Yeah. I don't really know what Apple is doing, but it's clearly going up. And what the traditional way of trading is, I'm just gonna turn off the algorithm for a second so it's not interfering with us. But what's going, this is kind of fucking crazy though. What you start doing is you start like measuring out the patterns that's playing out in the market, and you start using different tools available to you to try to create predictions of how the price will move. And you do this using trend lines. You use something like, you would traditionally use something like, let's see if I can find this. Where do we have it? Fibonacci retracement. Why can't I find this? It's up here. You have fibs, right? So this is traditional ways. And the problem with this is that it's extremely subjective to how that you're doing this, like how you are trading yourself. It's how you see it. And that's why most people fail, because they see these tools and they see that actually they look a little complicated, but at first, but eventually you get it and you understand, oh, I just have to use it like this. But the problem is that just because you see what you're seeing doesn't mean you can execute on it. And that is the problem. So what you see with Apple right now, this is clearly breaking up. It just broke the previous high. This is moving up. So a lot of people is just like, one of the first base mistakes a lot of people do is like, I'm gonna short Apple because it can't possibly go higher than this. But the thing is, it can go infinitely high. With the way that money is being printed in the world right now, this can go much higher, no doubt. So a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people will try to short this here just because of the ego that like iPhones are bad or the new MacBooks are bad and they should go down. It doesn't work like this. It doesn't work like that. And if you try to do this, you will fail. Instead, what you want to do is you want to have a systematic approach to how you're gonna trade Apple. And in our case, we just turned the Breakfree trading algorithm on, and it will show us. A lot of people, they will buy up here, like they will say this is a pretty good buy up here. They will start trading here. They will try to find an entry, or they will try to short it. It's both wrong. What you should be doing is really knowing, like you should really have like a systematic approach that you trade every single time. Something that works for you every time, and then you just keep on repeating it. You find a signature pattern that works for you, that you can execute on, that makes you money every single time, and then you do it again and again and again and again. The best traders in the world, they're watching maybe 8 markets, 4 markets on through their watch list, and they're just waiting for the same opportunity to play out on it again and again in the charts. And what it really is that it is psychological patterns that is being created in the market that shows how people are thinking, how people are buying, how people are selling, and once you can take that crowd and you can see what they're doing, you should be able to predict what's coming next. Now the problem is that predicting this with trend lines or Fibonacci or the classic tools available to you, it takes such a long time to become good at this, predicting these patterns, that I'll say it takes about 3-4 years before you can get it right. That the margin for error is just so big, and you will not make it. We know it's not going to make it. So what we did was that we tried to quantify strategy. We took a trading strategy I've been working on for a long time, that I've been trading for a long time, and we turned it into something that could be repeated, exactly like what I just talked about, a systematic approach to trading. So you just turn the algorithm on and you trade like a robot. You just do exactly what it tells you to do. And this is the first step towards becoming a trader. So this is not the end result for you. The idea is that this will give you a base to make money on, and then you start studying naked price action, start studying how volume works and so on. And when you combine these skills together, that's when you get really good. But it's going to take you time, and we don't want you to lose money during that initial phase of trading. That's why you have the algorithm. So it will make you money, and then you learn on the side, but you don't deviate, you don't add indicators. You see how clean my chart is? Let me show you how some people trade. I'll show you how some people trade. It's horrible. Mm-hmm. And I'll also tell you what, I'm not making any money. It's this. Look at this. I mean, what is this shit? Yeah. There's people trading like this. They have no fucking clue what they're doing. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, but they can't quantify it. They can't put it into a model they can repeat. And people can be lucky for a very long time. They can be lucky for a very long time before it goes wrong. And this is what this is what I thought when I started trading initially. I was like, oh, I was trading for a little bit. I started with $1,000. 2 weeks later, I had 15,000, and then I lost it all. And then I did the same thing again. I started with 1,000, made 15,000, lost it all. Because you have no idea what you're actually doing. You don't understand what it takes. And what it takes is a systematic approach, which is what we have for you. So, if I go to my trading profile,
Just show them how many trades have you made with the algorithm and that all of them executed just the way it was.
oh, that's a bunch. That's a bunch. So in my trading profile, and you can go review this yourself. I think I have about 30 calls now, 30 trading calls, and I think there's about 5 losers of them, and the rest of them are winners. And they will look like this one, for example, this Euro AUD, longing down here, and you see it hits TP1 here. It will look something like Euro USD. This is a short position, shorting up here, and it hits the TP1 here, and the rest gets taken out for it. The thing is, this is a system that works again and again and again. That's why I'm able to confidently stand up Monday, record a video, and say, "Fuck, last week sucked. Wish it would have been better, right?" But we will recover, and I know we will recover because this trading system is proven. It's back tested. We know if we've been trading this since 1995, we've been very rich by now. So that's why I have no problem standing up Monday and just recording with myself saying, "Let's fix this." And here we are, 10% up, even more. I think now. I think it's close to 15% now. So it's a good week, and I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you to do, and I'm showing you how to do in the training. It's the exact same thing playing out again and again. Okay, so you just have to replicate this. Sure, you're gonna burn yourself a little because there will be some mistakes you're gonna make. That's why we have a demo account. That's why we trade with demo money first. Yes, you will burn yourself on your real account as well. The problem is a lot of people get lazy with this. This is what we've seen our students do. A lot of students, they're just, what should I say? A lot of students, they take this algorithm for granted. They're like, oh, okay, so I just turn the algorithm on. They get lazy because they think all they have to do is really just do exactly the steps. So they don't pay attention. They don't measure out their position sizes correctly. They don't pay attention to when they're putting their orders into MetaTrader. And this results in errors because they take it for granted. Now, that's just too bad. If you don't take it serious, then you will not get serious results. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah, guys, I mean, this is pretty simple. We just remove all the complicated stuff from the chart. We leave you with a tool, an algorithm that just tells you, you go through the market, it scans the market for you, tells you there's a trade to take on this market, let's say Bitcoin, USD. Then you go to, Euro USD, no trades found, right? And you go through the market again because the algorithm calculates in real time.
Yeah. And
every day.
And if there's no trade, there's no trade. A lot of people, they force themselves into trades. They're like, I have to trade to make money. No. Trading is really fucking boring most of the time. You don't have to do anything. You just have to wait it out. And a lot of people can't do that. Do we have questions anywhere? Is anyone curious about it?
I'm just trying, because we're restreaming to multiple places, but people can't comment. Why not?
Well, that's a shame. They can't comment. So for those who can't comment, we'll figure out a way for you guys to comment in.
Now let's see.
In not so long.
It's live now.
Oh look, YouTube is actually working. We have
YouTube is working.
Yeah, somehow. Somehow. Okay.
Oh, this was live, so I need to delete this one.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's okay.
So yeah, so it created another stream, a separate one.
I assumed it did that, yeah. Feel free to tag me in it, the new one. So, let's have a look. Why don't we go look at some trades? Just see if we can find something exciting. So, we don't need this. We just need the trading algorithm. I'm just gonna go through my Forex list. And see what I can find. AUD CAD. AUD is having a pretty bad day, which is nice because that meant we could get out of an AUD USD position, which we're happy about. It's just AUD JPY won't die. I think it will though. I think Japanese yen will bounce fairly soon. It's just a gut feeling. And I'm just browsing here. So CAD CHF, this was such a great trade. And the reason I took this trade was because I just seen exactly how much fuckery that is happening in this market. Like if you zoom out on this and you see like what is actually happening in this market, look at this. It's just like a saw, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You buy down here, you sell up here. It's a range. Like it's this simple. You buy down here, you sell up here. That's how you do it. So why is people not doing this? Because they get chopped up in between doing stupid things. Let's continue. Nothing on CAD JPY, CHF JPY, nothing. Euro CAD, nothing. Euro AUD. Potential long position. I think I actually got Euro AUD. I think I got this one pending. Yeah, we'll be fine. Euro CHF. Euro GBP. Wait. Did I get this? Euro GBP? I have a short position in this. I think. Oh, no, not yet. So waiting for that one. And I just keep going through my market. The thing is, I don't really have to think that much right here. Like, I'm just waiting until I see something I like. Or the algorithm is telling me something nice. Euro USD. How is this doing? Still nothing. GBP AUD. GBP AUD. Nope. Don't have that. But this could be a. Yeah. Like. Good trading, guys. Good trading is built around if-then statements. That means if the market comes down here, this entry position, then I will buy. In case it doesn't, I don't do anything. That's how it works. I'm just saying if this level is reached, there's a very high probability that we're gonna see this up afterwards. So, oh, I'm actually on a weekly time frame. That's my bad. But what you see here is like this. If it comes down here, we'll likely be able to take this trade. So this would actually be a great trade to take. It would look something like this. Because you see what we have here is it's basically like a flag. So we have a flag going on here, which turns into it's a bull flag, which turns into like an impulse move, and then we're just waiting down here to collect this paycheck if the market comes back down, which it probably will. This will probably be a very decent trade. I'm just not going to put it in right now. So I just keep browsing. Nothing. GBP USD, nothing. New Zealand dollar CAD, nothing. New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. This one I already took and it's in profit. It's doing great. That's exactly what I want to see. I've been talking about this trade for some time, I believe. This was the bear flag that I mentioned. It's a great trade. And those who don't have Breakfree trading, well, congrats. This is some free money for you to take.
Yeah, free money, baby.
Free money. New Zealand dollars, Japanese yen. Probably be fine. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Not a good trade to take. And Turkish lira, Japanese yen. What is this doing? That does look like a shitty chart. That looks very weak. But we do have this trend, this here. So there's a chance this could break up. Absolutely. But this rejection doesn't look very good. So it's probably a good trade to take as well. USD CAD. Oh, it just hit. So we've been doing this trade a lot. Like, I've been trading USD CAD a lot. Let me see if I can go find it. Yeah, USD CAD. I'm not sure if this is the recent one or the second recent one I did. But yeah, so what happened in this trade and how we traded it was basically like this. We took a short position up here, took TP1, got stopped out, got the remaining part stopped out here, so we only made 5%, still profit, but only 5%. And then it came back down and we took the short here, and this time it took both, so that's a 10% trade just completed. Absolutely beautiful, hits both TPs spot on. It's free money.
Hey, Zachary has a question.
Sure.
Hey, thanks for having this. Just have two questions. How has the Brexit week been for the algo? Sorry, I've missed it. And number two, will the price of the monthly subscription go up with the new platform?
No. Okay, so Brexit. So what happened with the Brexit event was really they finally managed to deliver a deal to the parliament, which actually looks, I don't know, reasonable. Market believed in it at least, and I think the market was really just looking for. See if we can go find British pound. I think the market was really just looking for some sort of relief bounce, like because it's been so sold down like over time. So it's really just a relief bounce. And what happened was that we took short positions on GBP USD and GBP so on, like we have done and made money on these trades continuously for the past months, which has been great. What happened this time was that we had some students who overexposed themselves on these pairs, meaning that they had too many short positions on GBP at the same time. And what happens is that a lot of these GBP pairs, they trade the same way, meaning they move exactly the same. So if you have 5 trades that's short on GBP, instead of losing 5% of your capital, which is really what we want to lose on that trade, you're looking at losing like 25 to 30% if you include slippage, right? So that's what went wrong, was that this is what we call overexposure on a singular market. And this happened. This is the same in crypto when people are buying shitcoins or they are buying Bitcoin. It all moves together. It's the same when it comes to stocks, when people are trading tech stocks together. And it's really like whenever you have a trend and a market is moving in the same direction, then if you take that market and you split it into like different forex pairs like here, and you take short position on every individual, you will feel the wrath. But that said, and this is the problem, that said, that could just as well has turned in his favor. There could have been a shitty deal delivered to the parliament. Maybe the market didn't like it, and instead of losing 25-30%, would have made 150% on those trades. And that would not have been, yes, it would have been a nice result, but it would not have been good trading behavior, because that's exactly what we don't want to see. Now the second question.
Now the platform will the price of the subscription go up with the new platform?
I think that's a good question. What we're looking to do is like make an alternative for people who can't afford the algorithm, right? The idea is really to create a learning platform that will help people become traders. So this will allow us to have like a much more flexible pricing structure. So we'll be able to have cheaper options for people who don't have so much money, and people who can't afford it at all, who just want it to be as a hobby, they will also be able to trade with us.
But the thing is, the guys that are using the algorithm right now, the people that sign up for Breakfree training right now, they're gonna get a lifetime kind of like lower price, lower discount, because down the line we're gonna increase the price as we grow the user base, right? So just as a token of appreciation for our current members, the guys that have been with us since the beginning, that have been using TradingView and the plugin, you guys gonna get a lifetime discount. So if you want to kind of get in, it's probably a good time.
Good time.
Yeah.
Another thing is really that I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. Another thing was that like for some people, paying $200 a month for this tool is incredibly cheap. Like really cheap. If you're trading with a $100K US dollar account and you're trading with the algorithm, it will make you like $200 is just like peanuts. That's what you pay in fees to open a trade.
That's nice. So for those guys, we're gonna have a different pricing structure, but later, since if you join us during the private beta version, which is what it is right now, you're gonna get a good deal. Absolutely. Down the line, right? Because it's just you've been with us. Also, you're getting the support, like we get your trades reviewed, because once we have the platform, we cannot promise that once we have a few thousand people in the platform that we're able to offer this level of personal support where we actually review your trades. Because right now, as a member, Trisha will reach out to you, can reach out to her, she can review your trades, you can ask us questions, we do those live stream. It's more personalized experience, and you're gonna learn trading really fast. You're gonna learn it the right way, and you're gonna learn it really quickly. So once you start going that platform is gonna be really easy for you to master. But
it's two different things. Like we have this goal that we want to educate people on how to trade so they don't lose all their money, right? We're not exactly sure how we're gonna get there. We have a vision of what we're gonna do, and then we're just continuously developing on making that happen. How exactly it's gonna look with like pricing structure and so on, we have no idea. But the thing is that we're growing with your members, with our members and so on. So whenever someone has a suggestion for us to do something, we're all open ears. Like this is for you. So we're here to listen to what else you have to say.
Yeah, of course. Like any feature request, we're gonna do it. But I mean, the actual trading strategies, you know, we're working on this, and it's gonna be really easy for you guys.
So AUD JPY looks like it's coming a little bit down now. I like that. It's 15-minute view on my MetaTrader. That's also why the account is coming a little bit up now. Looks like New Zealand dollar Swiss franc is doing pretty well as well. Overall, very happy with this week. This feels great to recover after, you know, it's not that last week was bad for me. I just had one loss. I had one win and one loss, and the one loss was GBP JPY. Like that's it. That's the loss I had, and then I had a win on New Zealand dollars Japanese yen, which took some of that loss off, right? But my problems were when I started this week was really AUD, because I was down in AUD USD, and I was down in AUD JPY, and now I managed to come out of AUD JPY. You can see here I didn't even lose a single cent. I think I actually made almost $1 on those trades. But that's not the point. The point is we preserve capital, right? And that's why we have this exit structure when a new trade shows up. We don't try to close it instantly. We just wait. We're just patient. Okay. Either it's gonna get stopped out or you're gonna get out of break even. That's the two results. Of course, we're hoping for break even, but we don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. The idea is not to overthink it.
Yeah. So the contest, yeah.
Contest.
All right, guys. So just to stimulate some activity, we're gonna give $250.
But the prize pool is $500.
Yeah, the prize pool is $500. So we're gonna give the first place $250. We're gonna give
Second place is
150, and then third place $100. Yeah. So Trish, can you just put it in the comment?
The idea is, guys, and we're getting a lot of traffic now from different sources, and it's really because we've come to a point where we believe in everything we're doing, and we have prepared everything. The content is ready, and so on. We're ready to push this out. Like we have not been running any ads. We have not been rushing this at all. We've just been waiting and developing with the customers we had to work with. And now we're kind of starting to push it out. So the idea is that we want to see who can grow the trading account using the trading algorithm the most by 1st November. And whoever grows the accounts the most, they get the first prize. And the second prize is for the number 2. And of course the third prize, which is $100, is for the one who grows the account the third the most.
Yeah, so first place, 250, 150 for the second place, 100 for the third place. We're gonna pay you in Bitcoin, or we're gonna pay you
in Bitcoin or on your account or whatever.
Yeah, we can just deposit to your account, and then if you've been good, we're gonna keep having those contests, and then you can just maybe you will just have the algorithm for free because you're such a good trader, which is good for us.
Now we will be reviewing the trades you do. I will look into your account and check what you've been doing, and if I see overexposure, if I see too high leverage, if I see something that's not correct, you don't win. That's it. Now I'm not gonna be too hard on you, but this is about using the trading strategy, and if you do anything that's not the trading strategy, then you're not in the contest. It's that simple.
Yeah, you can't just put a random trade.
All markets are open. You can trade all the markets you want. Just make sure you know what you're doing, because some of these markets, they don't behave like us. Make sure you don't overexpose. Make sure you don't make those mistakes, because as much as you maybe want to win this contest, it's also important just not to rush too much. Okay, so consider it friendly, and we'll see how it goes. If it goes good, if we like what we're seeing and we can see this is generating, if this is generating the right results and it's making people actively trading, we'll continue it. If we can see this is generating bad habits and it's not what we wanted, we'll not continue doing it.
Can you show them another account that we grew with Breakfree Trading, just for you guys to see how much money you can make if you just do it every week?
What do you mean, this?
Just the other account that you had.
No, it's not set up on this account. Can't do that.
Oh, is it not?
It's not this computer. It's on my work computer. But I do have a trade on.
Actually, I have it on my iPad. Wait.
It's not. I don't think that is live anymore. I think that account I think that money was transferred out of that account.
All right, cool.
You remember? Right. So I do have a trade I took this morning on BTC, which I bought at 7,355, which is, I'll show you, which was right here. And now I'm just kind of pacing and sitting here waiting for this to pop. So that was a, what's that, 7,500 US dollar trade still running. Probably get to like 20K before I'm gonna close the profit on that. Like you guys probably been hearing a lot of news about Bitcoin crashing and blah 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 blah. Now here's what I'm actually seeing. I'm actually seeing the bottom of BTC being reached here. Like I'm seeing so many confluence of support here that I'm perfectly comfortable sitting in BTC and buying BTC here for long-term hold. I think this is maybe the best price you're gonna see in Bitcoin for a long time. And this is simply because of the way that monetary policy is being implemented. The amount of money that is being printed and injected into the markets across the world right now, not just USA, but China, Europe, like it's all like a race right now to inflate currencies. And when you inflate a currency, what happens is that assets prices rise. And what you're gonna see is that you're gonna see a lot of different assets increase in price. So now this is the private version. This is for the algorithm that people don't have access to. But that is what the trading strategy is built around. It's built around levels and how to trade them. Now these levels are not proprietary at all. It's not about the levels. It's about how you trade them. Okay. So guys, there's opportunity for you there every day to take. Do we have other questions? Because
yeah, if you have any questions, just pop them in right now because this is a good time. We're gonna wrap up soon, by the way.
Yeah.
So this is probably your only chance to get your questions answered directly from us.
I like what's happening over here in EUD. It's finally coming a little bit down. So USD, CHF. That actually looks like a good short position. That actually looks like a good short. Why do I like this? Because of this confluence level that the algorithm has already seen for me. Yeah, it's trading a little bit above right now, but I think I'm not going to take this right now. I am going to wait a little bit. I want to see this, and then I will take it here, and then it's going to come down like that.
How much money are you going to make on that trade?
With this account, that would be 3.5% risk, so that's about 7%, which equals to something like, I don't know, $700 on this trade.
So guys,
that's just one trade.
Yeah, for 4 minutes of your time, right? So it takes about 4 minutes to place a trade, right?
Yeah.
And that's just one market. You make $700, yeah. And there's more than 10, 15 different trades that Algo can find you every day. So you just do the math, yeah. It's pretty good, right? So you know, for those who go through the content, shouldn't take you longer than 7 days.
This is why we Algo. Look at that fucking
yeah.
This is why we trade with this guys.
Yeah, look, it's just predicted exactly what.
And I'm not exaggerating at all here, but just look at how these buyers are coming in right after this level is reached. Like, it's so good. This is 4 hour time frame, but what you can see here is just how accurate it is. So
yeah,
this is your best chance. If you're out there and you're not a profitable trader or you want to learn trading, this is your absolute best chance. And look, we're giving you access to this for free. If you don't believe us, fair enough. Why don't you try it? Try it for a week.
Try it out, guys. I'm telling you. So 7 days. Go through the content. Have any questions? Reach out to Trisha, yeah, or she reach out to you by Telegram or Facebook. Get your trade reviewed. Get the strategy locked down. And repeat the same thing next week and next week and next week, and you know, by the end of the month you're gonna be up 40%. You could be up anywhere from 40 to 60% at the end of the month. It's just it's easy money.
But look, if you're doing 10% a week, you're doing good. Just aim for 10%. If you're doing less, it's fine. If you're having problems, talk to us. We're here for you. This is why we're here. We're here to help you make money in trading. It should not be that difficult for you. If I can do it, you can do it.
Exactly. And you know, if you know, we had a 17-year-old girl that traded with our algo, she made money. I mean, like, if she can do it, that is, guys, it's like the easiest thing. Like, I never traded before. I I used the old style of trading, right? I got bored of it because it's just too many tools, it's too complicated. But with the algo, you just pop it in, it scans the market for you, shows you there's a trade, buy here, sell here, go on. Probably 20 minutes a day is going to take you to just go through the process, and then you can just, you know, go to your other, you know, work on your other project, you know, because it's all about freedom, right? It's all about having financial means to pursue the project that you want, you know. So it's not about trading, it's just about having freedom in your life and waking up and knowing that, you know, every week I'm going to make an X amount of money, and then it's also going to compound and it's going to grow exponentially.
That's it. That's what you have to think about.
Every month, and it's just, you know, you can have a good life.
You can have a good life.
Pretty good life.
And it doesn't take much. You don't need that much to start a trading account. You really don't. Look at this trade as well. This is New Zealand dollars Swiss franc, and it's just such a good entry. Like, I'm just looking at that. I'm thinking, God damn it! If everyone trade like this, they would be really well off. Like, they really would. And should we start?
Yeah.
We should.
Perhaps. No.
I mentioned.
Yeah, we don't really have any questions. So yeah, guys, just the next step would be just register for a free account. Go through the content. You know, if you have any questions, we can still reply. And then once we start kind of like the official launch, then we won't be able to review your trade. So this is a good time right now. And remember about the contest. So by 1st of November, if you grow your account and you can send us the screenshots from your trading account, you have a chance to win $250, $150, and $100 for third place.
It's free money, guys.
And then we're gonna be doing those, you know, pretty often. So yeah, that's about it. And
account is doing good over here. When we started the stream, it was at $0 profit. Now it's at 75. So from $6,900 unrealized profit to 7,700.
John is asking, is 1K US dollars enough to start a trading account?
Absolutely, that's a great starting amount. That is great.
And can he use leverage with $1,000? Can he?
Absolutely. Like, that's a good starting account. I would say $500 is the minimum. I think that's a fair minimum, because at $500 you're able to make those $200 a month to pay us back. Right, that's the first goal. Really, for you to go break even. We can't make it cheaper for you guys, because for some people it's extremely cheap already. So if you don't have $500 or 1K to start an account yet, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But just understand to how you're gonna get there, and then we'll do the rest for you. And so yeah, 1K is absolutely a great amount to start with. Even if you have 10K, it's perfectly fine for you to start with 1K. Like, just, I want you guys to do it, and I want you guys to see how it's working for you. It's very important you don't mix in any other strategies. We've seen this.
Oh yeah, guys, if you have trading experience and you come to this and you think you can combine this strategy with other tools, this is the recipe for losing money. Yeah? Because what this strategy is, it's the only thing you need for trading. It's basically, you do this right, you know, you turn the algo, you trade according to the algo, you're gonna be wealthy. Right? Yep. In a 6 months, if you do it right, if you don't make mistakes, and if you ask us for help, you know, to review your trades, you're gonna be good. Like, you're gonna be really set for life.
Absolutely.
And for the love of God, you know, don't mix in other. If you don't watch other YouTube videos or look for other books and stuff on trading, because and don't look at other traders, what they're posting, because trading is like going to the gym. If you have the right strategy that you execute, you know. You just keep repeating it, you're gonna be good.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's to wrap it up. So
thank you
very much.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Have a good night.